I had disliked a lot of things that he was saying, you know, and how he was acting, being that, you know, I'm a real individual. I just felt like, you know, we was all cool at one point in time. And
now remember this. No, I was older than Canelo is when I beat Canelo. So now, imagine seeing Canelo at 36 and me at 36, and we fight.
24 world champions, 5 divisions conquered, best defender of all time, right? Bud Crawford surpasses him in accolades because of the undisputed in 3 divisions. Both of them are fighters that fought great into their late 30s. However, Floyd has a deeper resume than Bud Crawford.
In a live interview, Terence Crawford spoke with confidence about Floyd Mayweather and his own place in boxing history. He stated that Mayweather's era has passed and made it clear that this is now his time. Crawford emphasized that Floyd's reign is over and that the spotlight should shift to him as the current face of the sport. With certainty, he presented himself as the leader of boxing for today's generation.
For Jake and Tyson and you know, some people like the likes of Carl Froch viewed that as an endorsement. Like, look, man, I'm just working. It's a big opportunity to be on Netflix. I didn't put the fight together. I'm not paying these guys. So, you know, let's chill out. But all right, I'm not going to poo-poo this. I just don't know what CSI is. And the way it was presented made me think that there was like a secondary press release to come, that they'll be involved in like some sort of like virtual boxing thing. Like, it just didn't seem real. You know why it didn't seem real? I'll tell you why. There's no date attached to it. There's no venue attached to it. Forget rules, exhibition, not exhibition, weight. I mean, here's a guy who fought a heavyweight fighting forget all that. These things can get figured out, the fine details. The fact that it was announced, why announce something with no date or location attached to it? What's the point? Unless you're just trying to get people excited and trying to get them, you know, trying to get some investors or something like that.
But maybe also testing the waters. If the response is overwhelmingly positive, maybe you go, okay, we move forward. If the response is muted or negative, maybe you go, okay, we're not going to actually do this. You know, you lob it out there as a way to poll the public, and then make an adjustment.
So you don't think it happens?
I do not think it happens. I just don't think there will be enough interest. I know they have huge name value. There's zero, after the last performance by Mike Tyson against Jake Paul, I don't think there's going to be interest in seeing Mike Tyson do that again.
Floyd Mayweather responded by reminding fans that he had already outclassed Canelo Alvarez when he himself was the older fighter, relying on superior skill and experience. He argued that Crawford's victory over Canelo should not be viewed as extraordinary since both fighters earned their biggest wins against the same opponent. From Mayweather's perspective, this proves his victory carries more weight and that Crawford's success does not surpass his legacy.
He's a hell of a fighter. And everyone is now saying that he's not the same fighter. He's not looking the same. Now remember this.
sounds familiar.
No, I was older than Canelo is when I beat Canelo. So now, imagine seeing Canelo at 36 and me at 36 and we fight. And now what y'all gonna say? Well, now he got what? I don't know how many fights he got.
Some analysts argue that Terence Crawford cannot yet be placed on the same level as Floyd Mayweather because he lacks the perfect 50-0 record Floyd achieved. They believe that defeating elite fighters like Canelo Alvarez alone is not enough to eclipse Mayweather's legacy. A commonly suggested test is for Crawford to move up in weight and face David Benavidez, a physically imposing and dangerous opponent. A win over Benavidez would demonstrate Crawford's fearlessness and prove he can overcome one of the toughest challenges in boxing today. Until then, many experts feel his achievements still fall short of Mayweather's legendary status.
Floyd's legacy is 50-0, 24 world champions, 5 divisions conquered, best defender of all time, right? Bud Crawford surpasses him in accolades because of the undisputed in 3 divisions. Both of them are fighters that fought great into their late 30s. However, Floyd has a deeper resume than Bud Crawford, but both of their best wins are Canelo Alvarez. Canelo was a younger, greener Canelo when Floyd beat him. Bud beat an older, slower, but more seasoned Canelo. Now, Bud's not going to surpass Floyd because of the record. He's not going to make 50-0. Bud has to separate himself. What he has to do is do something that Floyd didn't do. Take on the challenges that people were scared for you to take. Just that's what separates Leonard and Duran from the rest. If Bud Crawford beats David Benavidez, he will surpass Floyd Mayweather as far as on the all-time list. As of right now, if Bud Crawford retires, I would have...
Robert Garcia strongly disagrees with that view. He believes Crawford will not jeopardize his legacy by fighting David Benavidez. Garcia explained that Crawford is a smart fighter who knows how to secure his place in history without taking unnecessary risks. Benavidez's size advantage presents a serious threat that could end Crawford's unbeaten record. In Garcia's view, the risk outweighs the reward, as Crawford already has an elite resume and nothing to prove against a fighter outside his natural weight class. His stance highlights the ongoing debate between chasing legacy-defining risks and protecting a near-flawless career.
The biggest win in his career and one of the biggest wins in history. He doesn't need to go out there and risk. But it is too big, too strong. We don't want to see a champion do so much and accomplish so much and then end his career with a bad choice, a bad fight that he shouldn't take.
Floyd's uncle acknowledged that Crawford clearly outclassed Canelo Alvarez, but cautioned against treating the win as the ultimate benchmark. He pointed out that Canelo was no longer at his peak, noting a decline in sharpness and power. Jeff reminded fans that Crawford's level of competition had been questioned before the fight, and even after the victory, some critics remain unconvinced. While he admitted the performance was impressive, he stressed that it must be viewed in context, as Canelo was not in his prime.
Canelo knocks him out in the first half of the fight because he couldn't handle the power, and obviously that proved not to be, or to be the case, that Crawford could definitely handle the power. Were you surprised that, it didn't look like, maybe once or twice it looked like maybe Crawford felt it, but never in any kind of real trouble?
Yeah, I don't think that Canelo really hit him. I mean, he hit him a couple times clean, but I mean, Crawford, Crawford's a big guy too. Crawford took it like it was nothing. I mean, and he hit Canelo a few times. I mean, and Canelo took it as well. So I mean, basically, at the end of the day, I mean, they both took decent shots from each other, but Crawford just didn't get hit as much as Canelo did.
Do you think that was a case of you can't Canelo's a guy that's not out there throwing huge combinations, that he's more of a punch at a time kind of guy, and that's not going to work against someone as slick and talented as Bud Crawford.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, basically, Canelo was looking for just one big shot, trying to land a big shot on Crawford, but Crawford wasn't having it. And Crawford at times would say, I guess he would say to himself, I need to, do a little more work, and basically, and it seemed like he just did that. And
Roy Jones Jr. offered a critical take on Floyd Mayweather's legacy. He argued that aside from facing Canelo Alvarez, Floyd did not consistently fight the very best opponents of his era while they were in their prime. Jones questioned why Mayweather is often labeled the greatest when many of his wins came against fighters who were smaller, older, or past their peak. While acknowledging that an undefeated record is historic, Jones suggested that the quality and timing of Floyd's opponents leave room for debate, especially when comparing him to adaptable fighters like Terence Crawford.
No, not even top 10. Maybe top 10 in my book, yeah, but not top 5. He's maybe top 10, but not top 5. Floyd can fight, don't get it wrong. Floyd can fight, but here's what my problem is. Well, I understand, I know you're a Floyd fan, but here's my problem. Who did Floyd fight that was on his level when he fought? Only Canelo, that's it. Don't give me that stuff about the other guy that was going to prison. He know he's going to prison when he get through. And then to take it even further.
He fought Cotto.
Cotto was not on his level. Wait, see, stop. Let me finish first. Cotto.
You asked me a question.
Cotto already was done. And Cotto an all-time great? No, Cotto's an all-time Puerto Rican great. Cotto's not an all-time great in the boxing.
I agree with you.
He's an all-time Puerto Rican great.
I agree.
All right, so that's not a great fight. That's not on your level. Pacquiao, you waited till Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez before you fought him. If you'd have fought him 4 years ago, it'd have been something. Because both of y'all were here. We'd have found out who the best was. You waited till Marquez knocked him out, now you fought him. If I wait till somebody beat James Toney before I fight him, do I get credit for being the greatest fighter of all time because I beat James Toney?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. So my point is, you didn't do it the right way. You know that. Who else did you fight besides them biggest, best two names you can pull up besides Canelo?
What I'm saying is that who do you think around that time would have even beaten Floyd that he didn't fight?
So my point is, I'm not gonna say who
because
would
I can't name a person.
I'm not gonna say who would have beat Floyd. Like I said, I'm just saying Floyd never fought nobody that was of his equal. He didn't have.
One analyst highlighted the difference between popularity and pure skill. He acknowledged that Floyd Mayweather's global fame is unmatched, driven by his perfect record and massive pay-per-view success. However, when focusing strictly on ability, he suggested Crawford may be superior. Crawford's natural southpaw stance and rare ability to switch seamlessly between stances make him highly adaptable. This versatility has led many to believe his technical skill set may exceed Mayweather's, raising the broader question of whether greatness should be measured by fame and numbers or by skill inside the ring.
Versus Floyd Mayweather Jr., who wins this fight? I'm going with Terence Crawford, and I don't think that's unpopular or crazy to say. I think most people will agree with me. I understand Floyd Mayweather has a lot of fans out there, but the truth is, as great as Floyd Mayweather is, Terence Crawford is one of one. And I say that because who else has knockout power in both hands, is able to switch stances between orthodox and southpaw so seamlessly while having great footwork? It's not like Terence Crawford is some stationary target or a flat-footed fighter that's going to be chasing Floyd around. Terence Crawford knows how to cut the ring off. He has tremendous ring IQ, and not only is he a great boxer, but he's a great fighter. He'll be able to make it dirty. If he is on the inside with Floyd, that power will carry him far. And I just don't see how Floyd will be able to beat a Terence Crawford. I really don't see it. I understand Floyd's defense is incredible, but he is smaller than Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford would have a significant reach advantage on Floyd Mayweather. I believe Terence Crawford would also be taller than Floyd Mayweather, as well as all the skillful and technical aspects of what I just laid out prior. So I don't understand how anybody could pick Floyd Mayweather to beat Terence Crawford. Styles make fights, and I believe Terence has the style to beat one Floyd Mayweather. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Whether you agree or disagree, it doesn't matter. Join the discussion, subscribe for more, and leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated.
Former world champion Shane Mosley compared Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather by pointing out Crawford's natural size advantage. Mosley explained that Crawford's larger frame allows him to move through weight classes while maintaining power and strength, something Mayweather never had. While Floyd was a master of defense and timing, Crawford's physical attributes enable him to dominate opponents in ways Floyd could not. According to Mosley, these differences make direct comparisons unfair.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually, he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is it.
The most historic achievements that sets Terence Crawford apart is becoming the first boxer to win undisputed titles in 3 different weight classes. This milestone highlights his versatility, longevity, and dominance across divisions. Very few fighters in boxing history have accomplished such a feat regardless of comparisons to Floyd Mayweather. This achievement secures Crawford's place among boxing's all-time greats.
Also, if we remember, Canelo that time was a razor-thin decision. Floyd won, majority decision. C.J. Ross had it with what a lot of people had as a draw. And then the other 2 judges scored it for Floyd, of course. And that was a Floyd at the top of his game with a very green Canelo with very little experience, and he still took him, into deep waters. So
yeah. What was Canelo? What, 20-something? 20 what? 23? 25?
Yeah, he was. Very, very young in the game, obviously.
Very young. He had more fights than Floyd, and he lost. Yeah, but a man that was 30-something years old, 36.
But Floyd was clearly at the top of his career, and Canelo had fought a lot of people. But
how you at the top of your career in your prime? You in your prime? You ain't in your prime when you're at 36. That's not your prime.
Did he lose?
20s.
I mean,
your prime is in your 20s.
It's different for different people.
Yeah, okay. Well, so, and that's why Canelo was saying what he's saying.
But I mean, don't you? I mean,
want to make himself look like he did.
All right, everyone. Stay updated with the latest boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Knockout today and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Don't forget to check out our other videos. Until next time, take care and peace.